It's time to go to lunch.
11:33.
We know that. That's as far as I got. Then I lost myself.
Can I please say I can disagree with this?
All right, so Ed, tell us what you did, please.
Well, I divided those two numbers by 100 and I got that.
All right, will you tell us what that is? Because those on the Google Meet can't see what's written on the board.
So divided 8 by 100, got 12.5. I divided 3 by 100, I got 33.3.
Okay, so you got 33.3 over 12.5. Colin, tell us, do you agree or disagree? Hey, where do you think the mistake was made?
When you divided by 100.
Whenever you divided by the 3 by 100? Okay, so can you walk him through the steps of how to find the percent? Go ahead.
You're not supposed to divide the 3 by 100. You're supposed to take the 12.5 and times it by 3. This gives you 37.5%.
Okay, so you need to write by the 3, you need to write times 12.5. And what did you say 3 times 12.5 was? 37.5. And what you multiply the top by, you got to multiply the bottom. So what's 8 times 12.5? 100. Okay, so that's where the 100 divided by 8 comes in. All right, so what's our actual answer? 37.5%. 37.5%. Okay, and awesome. There you go. All right, so he was correct on the very first step. He did 100 divided by 8, which was 12.5. The only thing is, once you figure out that number, then that just tells you what to multiply the top by, which is 12.5. You have to say thank you. So you started off correctly. It was just the second step that you made a mistake. All right, what questions do you have on the bell ringer?
It's not difficult.
For my tiny brain, it is.
Okay, go ahead and put your bell ringers in your folder. Yes, ma'am.
I ain't got a question about that. Do you know like a bottle of water? Because it's not that she coughing that's getting to me, it's how it's going in a beat. It's going in a rhythm. It's playing with my head.
All right, so Thursday you took a quiz, and then some people took it on Wednesday. And then, all right, let's turn around face the front, please. Let's stop with the noises. You're distracting class, which is not acceptable. All right, so you took a quiz on Thursday. After the quiz, let's get our heads up, face the front, please, and pay attention. Ashton, look up at the board, pay attention. All right, so it says 7.2 notes, percents, and decimals. You had to do that first. So you had to watch this video and take notes in your interactive notebook. Okay.
Oh.
After you watch this video and take notes in your interactive notebook, you're going to show me your notes. Okay. So whenever we get started, if you have finished these notes, you need to raise your hand and I will come around and check your notes. Now, there's a lot of people in here, so it might take me a little bit to get to you. So if you finished your notes and you're waiting on me to check them, you're more than welcome to go ahead and get started on the next assignment while you're waiting on me to check your notes. But make sure you have your notes completed before you start the next assignment. After you complete the 7.2 notes, percents, and decimals, then you go, let's see what that is. Nope, that was our notes from the other one. Then you go to 7.2 practice on Google Classroom. And it says, you must show work in order to receive credit for this assignment. If it's not finished in class on Thursday, you will be given time in class on Monday to finish. So after you do your notes, then you need to do 7.2 practice on Big Ideas Math. And when you're done, you're going to turn your work into me. When you turn your work into me, I'm going to look over it. And I'm going to tell you whether or not it's enough work. If it's not enough work, I'm going to give it back to you. And you're going to have to go back and show me your work. Now, if you can't remember how to show your work, then you need to go back and watch the 7.2 notes video so that way you can see how to show your work. After you finish the 7.2 practice on Big Ideas Math and I've okayed your work, then you have a 7.2 worksheet that needs to be completed. Same thing with the worksheet. You need to show your work on a separate piece of paper. You need to show your work on a separate piece of paper. I have scratch paper up there. You need to make sure you're numbering your problems so I know which ones you showed your work on. When you're done, you'll staple it and turn it into me. Now, the 7.2 practice on Big Ideas Math is due at the end of class today. So if you don't finish this, the Big Ideas Math assignment, by the end of class today, it's homework and you got to turn it in before class or at the beginning of class tomorrow. The worksheet, if you don't finish the worksheet, just hang on to it and you will be given time in class tomorrow to finish the worksheet. The worksheet won't be due until at the end of class tomorrow. But the Big Ideas assignment is due today, which means if you don't finish it and turn it in today, it's homework and you will be allowed to turn it in at the beginning of class tomorrow.
Can I use my homework pass on it?
No, because it's classwork. So you need to be working on it now. All right, what other questions do you have for me?